What's going on, everyone? Well. You gotta love the offseason. You gotta love all the just speculation and rumors and players kind of playing it up and playing into stuff. Man, LeBron James and Steph Curry are really kind of righting the ship into, hey, these two are really going to team up. And look, people are running wild, running rampant with it. So, Steph Curry decided to remove that, point guard for Golden State Warriors from his bio. And he added that he is a Olympic gold medalist. Now, one could look at that either way, and we're going to dive into this. But let's look over some of the evidence real quick, right? We'll do the tinfoil hat side of things, and then we'll do the more logical side of things. And we'll, of course, hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. But Steph Curry changes his bio, right? Of course, rumor mill already starting to go crazy. You even have ESPN Los Angeles and stuff saying Steph Curry, you are a Laker and all this stuff. And, these little things usually are nothing. And again, we'll get down into both sides, then the meat and potatoes of it all. But it doesn't help to spark that kind of, narrative. You got all this talk and all of this just hype about Steph and LeBron teaming up. And then out of the blue, Steph decides to change his bio from Warriors to Olympic. I mean, it wasn't like he said Laker point guard, but still, it's just changed his bio, removes the Warriors, and it's ooh, that's interesting. Is he going to get traded? Is he not going to get traded? What does this mean? Does this mean anything? Does it mean nothing? Right? And it just creates this buzz. It creates this narrative. It creates this conversation. Then there's more evidence, right? You have LeBron and Steph sharing the same photo of them two. Kevin Durant's in the photo as well, which that is starting to generate some buzz. Everything that's being shared is Steph, LeBron, and KD, which is, again, people are are the three of them going to team up together? Is something going to happen, right? How are they going to work that out? So you have the bio removal of the Warriors. You have LeBron and Steph sharing the same photo of them. Then you have LeBron James changing his profile picture. And you look at the profile picture. And again, it's KD, LeBron, and AD. Or KD, LeBron, and Steph Curry. But Steph and LeBron are the only ones that are, kind of facing the same way together, right? It's the whole Always Sunny meme, right? Where you're, standing there looking at stuff. It is just tinfoil hat on. Let's get into that. It really drives the narrative of Steph is coming to Lakers. Let's go, right? How much more evidence do you need, right? Steph Curry removes the Warriors, right? LeBron James and him are all buddy. All this talk, all this narrative of just you don't think LeBron and Steph are seeing this? You don't think LeBron and Steph know that the world wants to see them team up? You don't think that this isn't something, right? The removal of the tinfoil hat and the logical side is you really break this down. Again, you have the cards that are being released. You're going to be starting to ship out next week, right? Obviously, there's that big signature prize card. You look at that and you look at the promotion and stuff. KD, Steph, LeBron are all on that card, right? The base set card that is coming out, KD, LeBron, and Steph, start looking at that. Okay, maybe it's promotion. Maybe they're trying to get that out there. A lot of just the hype and conversation all Olympics was Steph, LeBron, and KD, right? They've had this narrative. LeBron changing his profile pic, just won a gold medal with these guys, probably excited, right? Living in the moment. Them sharing the same photo, again, is that photo of the three of them holding up the gold medal. Again, hyping up that. Steph changing the Warriors, right? The no longer saying point guard for the Warriors. Could be as simple as just, that, hey, he just won an Olympic gold medal, right? And, he has all his other stuff, the believer, father, husband, founder, philanthropist, and, oh yeah, guard for the Golden State Warriors. And then, he changed that to same thing: believer, father, husband, founder, philanthropist, and Olympic gold medalist. And then Philippines 413, same thing on both of them, right? So like you look at that and it's like you get so many characters on the bio, right? He's got his Bible verse, he's got his, that he's a father and a husband and all that stuff, right? So you get so many characters, right? He just won a gold medal, makes sense, but that's not as fun. Right? Like, let's be real. It's not as fun as just the generated buzz and hype and excitement and talk and conversation and all that stuff. And just the belief and the hope, right? Like, just as a basketball fan, I really want to see those guys team up. Right? Like, obviously, I want it to be on the Lakers because LeBron, Steph, and Anthony Davis, if they're healthy, good luck beating them. Lakers also, worth noting, just hired a new director of health and safety in Sims, Dr. Sims, and he has Olympic tie-ins. He's familiar with the Olympic players. He's also very familiar with the Warriors. He's also very familiar with Steph Curry. Just saying, something to throw out there, right? Just start putting a little piece to the puzzle. I'm telling you, it's fun. Like, at the end of the day, it's fun. It's fun to just see all these little nuanced things that may be something, maybe nothing. But a lot of times it's the kind of thing that happens, right? You see these little things, you kind of run them off as like, that's just, come on, that's silly. And one thing turns into another thing, turns into another thing, turns into another thing, turns into... at what point does it not just become coincidence? At what point does it become like, hey, there's some smoke going on here? Usually where there's smoke, there's fire. Now, could it be that Steph and LeBron are kind of playing it up and, I'm sure. Again, you don't think that they know what they're doing when they do this type of stuff? You don't think Steph was like, if I remove the Warriors from my thing that, like, people are probably going to notice it. But, a lot of times they don't care, right? But there is this narrative. There is this conversation. There is this drive to have those two team up together. And I mean, again, we all want to see it. Again, I hope it's on the Lakers. I think it will be if they were. But just in general, even if it's not, right? Like Nick Wright said, they go to the Spurs. Like, if they did that, that would be awesome to see. I mean, I don't like the package idea, but like, if LeBron gets traded to the Warriors, then like, great. Like, we'll get to see it, right? Like, just the basketball fan in me just really wants to see that and just see, like, what does it look like? At least a year. Give me at least a year. Now, if the Lakers are to trade for Steph, most likely happens around the trade deadline, right? Because there's several. It's tough to get there. It's not impossible. I see a lot of people are like, oh, it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's very hard. It's very challenging, very difficult. But look, if all parties want it to happen, it'll happen. Now, I think if it does happen, I don't think it happens this year. I don't think it happens at the trade deadline. I don't think it happens anything like that. I think if it happens in the offseason. I think this time next year, if LeBron and Steph team up, it's going to be then. There have been talks about like, oh, keep an eye on 2026. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, 2026, like, yeah, it could both technically be free agents, sure. But like, at that point, LeBron's 42 and Steph is, is going to be 30, going on 39 at that point, right? Because his birthday would March. So like, midway through that season, he'd be 39. It's just, if they play together, they're probably going to want to play together a year or two, right? So I think you do it next year. Both teams kind of go through their respective seasons, right? LeBron can opt out, kind of fudge the numbers to make it work however you need to make it work in order to pull off that type of trade. I think the Lakers go and trade for Steph Curry. Then you got all this hype and all this excitement, Steph and LeBron and team up. If it were to happen, I'm not saying it will. It might never happen, right? Steph might just say, like, I'm fine just staying with the Warriors, right? Now, he has said he doesn't want to be on a bottom feeder. He has said he doesn't, like, he wants to still win. He wants to still try to go and compete. So, I do think it's more likely that Steph goes to the Lakers than LeBron goes to the Warriors. One, I think because he has his kid. Two, I just think LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Anthony Davis is far more likely to win a championship than LeBron, Steph, and Draymond, right? I don't think it's even in the same ballpark. So, and not just that, but you look at both teams. Lakers are like, win now. Warriors have a bunch of really good young talent that they're incredibly high on that they don't want to trade, right? I could see the Lakers being willing to trade Reeves and whoever you want, right? Basically go, here you go. Take whoever you want to go and get Steph Curry. I can see the Warriors being very reluctant to trade, Pod and Kuminga and stuff like that to go get LeBron James for a year or two. Lakers, I do see going, hey, let's do that. Plus, the storyline, for being honest, it's better in LA than it would be in Golden State, right? Hollywood story, all that stuff, the brand deals, the endorsements, like just all the sales, everything that would come with those two teaming up. It's just a better story in LA than anywhere else, right? Like, it's just, you add all those factors. I just think if it is to happen, it's with the Lakers. But look, I love me a good tinfoil hat NBA theory, right? Again, like I said, I think it's a little played up. I don't think it happens this season. Again, you never know, right? Maybe the Lakers haven't made a move because of that, right? Like, there was talk, right, that Rob Pelinka agreed to the Jeremy Grant trade, right? And then just backed out of it, right? Tinfoil hat back on, right? Let's talk about this for a minute. Okay, Rob Pelinka agrees to trade for Jeremy Grant while LeBron and Steph and everybody is starting to get cozy with Team USA. You don't think Rob picked up the phone and said, hey, probably going to do this deal to go land Jeremy Grant? You don't think LeBron was like, don't do that, I'm working on Steph? Like, okay. Hey, yeah, not doing that deal no more. Like, again, got the hat on. Just saying. But at the end of the day, it's fun conversation. It's a good time. If it does happen, I think it happens next offseason. If it happens this season, great. Again, it's not impossible. It is very tough to get there. Very unlikely. And I don't believe it can happen till the trade deadline. But it's not entirely impossible. Lakers have to unload guys. It can become a mess, right? But I think if all sides truly want it to happen, it'll happen. But how do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.